morning, everybody. My name is Rongon Basu, and with me I have Dr. Philip G. Laird. So we'll ask him a few questions about the Industry 5.0. He just had a seminar today. Sir, what do you think Industry 5.0 is for the layman?
Industry 5.0 is the human technology interface. So it's an era where AI, machine learning, automated systems will play an increasingly important role in how humans work, how they move, how they interface with each other. And Industry 5.0 is sort of what human-centric reforms are going to have to take place in order for people to be prepared, equipped, and be able to leverage the use of technology to maximum efficiency within their industries.
It's pretty much like coexisting with the technology, right? So, sir, if you could just kindly tell us about a few of those skills that people like us should, kind of develop over time in order to, coexist with technology and make the maximum use of it.
Well, I'll give you a few skills. The presentation today was on what I'm calling the 4 intelligences of Industry 5.0. And so those 4 intelligences are the development of emotional intelligence, so humans can work collaboratively together. The development of what we call techno-moral intelligence, which is an understanding of the prompts, the cues, the ways to control technology and to leverage it for maximum efficiency, and also a moral or ethical frame to understand the application of technology. The third intelligence is what we call green intelligence, an understanding of the environmental impact and how to both be environmentally responsible, but potentially even to restore the planet in the future. And technology may help us with that. And the fourth intelligence is cultural intelligence, which is the ability to understand people in a cross-cultural way, to engage with people, to take on perspective taking of various people around the world. So I would say those are the 4 intelligences, and you combine those with adaptability, creativity, and a real kind of understanding of how the technology works, and humans can be very equipped in order to move into Industry 5.0.
Well, that's great, sir. As far as I've heard from this whole Industry 5.0 from my friends or whatever, there is this one question of adaptability that comes into the play, right? Some people are kind of stringent that no, we wouldn't really want to delve into something like that. We'd rather do something else. But I'm pretty sure there's no other way. So, how important do you think adaptability is? Or the ability in people to kind of change with time and not be so stringent and old school. So what do you think adaptability should be like?
Yeah, I think there's a few parts. So one is adaptability is critically important. So the ability to change and adapt, and I would say sort of directed adaptability. So we need to direct our future, not just be sort of affected by technology and what happens to us. The second key characteristic in the future is a tolerance for ambiguity, an ability to understand that the world is constantly changing and technology is constantly changing, and you have to be prepared to come up with one solution today that may be very different tomorrow or the next day. And that tolerance for ambiguity is going to be an important characteristic for the future.
Sure. Do you think trial and error is one of those methods that's being used right now?
Yeah, and I would say trial and error is an excellent method. You should be using generative AI on a regular basis. You should be testing out the limits of the technological capacity. And I don't think you should just do that in a sort of self-serving way, like to write a paper or an assignment. I think people should be asking technology questions every day, getting answers and seeing what the limits of the technology are and learning how to create better prompts, better commands to get more refined information.
Right. So it's like directing information to a plate wherein you kind of know that, okay, this is what I need, this is what I will be needing, and directing my consciousness towards that.
Right.
So, right, sir. So this is, I think, your second visit to Adamas University.
Yeah.
How do you like the campus? What's the most favorite part of the campus according to you? We have a 120-acre campus roughly. So what, according to you, will be the most favorite spot?
Well, I love the campus. It's a great place to learn and study, and it reminds me of a sort of a Canadian university campus with lots of land and buildings and dormitories. And so it's a great opportunity to learn within a community and a culture. Now, I love sports, and my children play baseball, so the actual place I love on Adamas is at the very front when you come on the campus, there's a large sports field, and they have a cricket batting cage. And so I've seen a lot of cricket practices, and they're there practicing. And I know there's great technology and great classrooms and lecture theaters. I was just in a fantastic lecture theater today. So there's a lot of good places in that respect. But having an on-campus cricket field and practice facility is excellent. And because of my affinity for sport, that's the part I really like.
That's great. I mean, you just mentioned cricket. Who's your favorite cricketer from India? I mean, do you regularly watch cricket?
I don't. Not enough.
All right.
I do know that India, and I probably shouldn't say this on camera, faced collective heartbreak at the World Cup, and they lost to England, which is worse. There's probably only one other country that would be worse to lose for it. I'm not going to mention it on camera. But anyways, and I know India was the best team in the whole World Cup. So to lose in the final is tragic. Yeah.
Well, great. That was a great conversation we had with you, sir. So thank you for your time.